What is up, guys? Mega Master here, and today I have a little story for you all. Now, let me tell you why I'm deciding to bring all of this to the surface. I actually signed into my Kobe account. If you don't know what that is, it's like this app that was made because Vine was ending, and it pretty much just transferred all of your likes and revines and everything over to that app. So, I've been looking at them all. I've been looking at all of my old Vines, all of my old likes and revines, and it just brought a whole bunch of memories back to my head, good and bad, and it made me think about these particular situations and how I never really told anyone these things. It was never really announced publicly. It just kind of happened under the surface, but now I'm going to explain everything from my perspective. Because this happened almost a year ago, I do feel more comfortable speaking about it now. I did tell part of this story in like one of my Instagram lives, but I'm sure people forgot. And plus, I've come up with a better explanation for things now that I've had almost a year to think about what really happened. So I'm gonna tell you all, and the ones that don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure in the comments someone's gonna tell you about it or whatever. But I'm gonna start off with the fall of my squad, my UGE squad, the ultimate game editor squad that I had on Vine that I created. I'm not gonna give you the origin, but all I'm gonna say is it was a squad I started because there was like a whole rivalry going on because EGS was getting a little out of hand. There was like 50 million people in there, and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna leave. And I was like, hey, squads seem pretty cool. I think I'm gonna make my own, but I'm gonna keep it small and keep really good editors in it. So that's what I kind of did, and then EGS got really mad, and then towards like the middle of my Vine career, the whole EGS squad kind of like fell and disappeared, and we were just like, alright. Because EGS and UGE, we were at each other's heads all the time. The leader and my squad members, we were just... It was a tough battle between... I think his name was like Kyubi or something. It was definitely a battle in between my squad and his. But in the end... his fell. It was funny because he didn't know why we were way more popular than his, but the reason was we just had a whole bunch of good editors, and that's just pretty much what it was. And we had a good reputation because people liked us because we were nice to people. But anyways, yes, for the people that don't know really what the UG squad is, it was just a Vine squad that I made and just had a few people in it, good editors, and we had a lot of fun. So I'm gonna discuss the fall of my squad. So pretty much we went through Vine, everything was going great towards the beginning, and when I started the squad, everybody was loving us. We were very, very, very popular. We were pretty much taking over the gaming page when we were in our prime. My squad and I were everywhere on the gaming page, and people really, really did like us, and we had some hardcore fans, and I will never forget them. I remember one time, I think someone posted a Vine asking what would happen if the UG squad meeted up somewhere, and, did I say meeted up? Met up somewhere and did something together, and people just went ballistic, and it was really great. It made me feel really good, and it made all of us feel really good. We felt really loved by the people. So it was like that for a really long time. We would get like VMs and things of people just being super nice and people making Vines for us and stuff. It was great. It was great. But I did make a video about my perspective from Vine like last year, so if you want to go watch that, you can go watch that. But this video is talking about the destruction of my squad. I guess I can't really describe that without describing the whole Cheyanna problem. I'm deciding to bring this to the surface because I feel comfortable now, because like I said, it's almost a year later after this incident happened, and I'm pretty sure I have everything straight in my head about it. So if you guys didn't know, at one point Miss Game Edits and I were in a type of relationship. At one point people were very for it. They were very supportive of us both, and I loved her a lot, and I still do. But this is what happened. So, me and Cheyanna, we talked a lot. We would text a lot, and we'd hop on Skype every now and then, just talk to each other. But it got to a point where she was going through some things in her life. But I didn't know that because she didn't tell me. Because at one point, she just, would stop talking to me, like texting me. and stuff like that. So I wouldn't hear from her. And I didn't know why. I didn't want to intrude or interfere, so I never asked her what was wrong, because I didn't want to feel like a burden or nosy or anything like that. So I never really asked her, but she didn't really text me or anything towards like the end of our relationship. So I was like, I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know she was going through something in her life. But meanwhile, Cheyenne was homeschooled. She may still be homeschooled. So she's not in a public school, but I am. I go to a public high school. So at the time, I was in the 9th grade. I was 14 years old. Yeah, this was a long time ago. I was in my 2nd period math class, and there was this girl. And I mean, I don't know. Okay, let me clarify something. I had never ever been in a long distance relationship before in my life, and keep in mind I was 14. Okay, so I didn't know what was going on. The relationships that I was used to was, girl went to my school, and I could go and see her and physically touch her. Okay, it was hard. Long distance relationships, for me at least, is very difficult. But I had never been in a long distance relationship before. It was very, very hard for me because I really wanted to be with Cheyenne, but I couldn't because she lives in like Arizona and I live in Ohio. So it's just that all that distance is just bad. Distance is just bad. But yeah, I wasn't used to that, so it was tough on me and it put me through a lot. But there was this girl, and I regret going out with this young lady, but I did anyway. My little ninth grader mind. But I went out with this girl, and it was alright at the beginning, but at the same time, it wasn't. So before I started dating her, I still wasn't really hearing from Cheyenne too much. So I was just like, okay. And then this girl, she was liking me, and I was like, I'm not gonna be mean or anything like that. And then I decided to be nice to her. And if you're nice to someone who likes you, they're gonna like you 10 times more. So yeah. So I was nice to her, and then we weren't really dating. We were just talking, just as friends. And then one night, Cheyenne texts me. No. I text her, and I told her that, I think we should take a break. I didn't tell her that she wasn't really talking to me, but that's what was happening. That's what I was feeling. I was like, I think we should just take a break for a little bit. I understand, she wasn't talking to me as much, so I was like, okay, we might just need a break. And then she texted me and told me that, she was about to text me the same thing when I texted her that. So we were both on the same page. We were both willing to take a break from each other. Apparently, at the time, I didn't really clarify what a quote-unquote break was. I thought it was a break period in the relationship, a time for us to expand our horizons and try other things. But now that it's been a year and I've been thinking about that the whole time, that was not the right thing to do. So when we were on our quote-unquote break, this girl and I, we pretty much got together at that point because I was just desperate, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go out with her. So I went out with her, and we were on break. Cheyenne and I were on break. Remember that. So I was dating. I think it was like maybe a week, and then I changed my bio on my Instagram account to Taken, and that's when everything set off. So after I changed my bio on Instagram to Taken, the next morning at school, I got a very, very, very large paragraph from Molly. Golden Ricochet Edits, you guys may know her as. She sent me a very large and vulgar paragraph starting off with, and I literally shit you not, this is the first thing she said in that whole paragraph. She said, "Hey, asshole." And I was like, oh, okay, she's probably just like joking or something. And then I started reading, and then it was very insulting. So I was like, okay, this is happening right now. So what had happened was they must have seen my bio, and they were like, what the heck, I thought we were just on break or something. And then either Molly found out herself, or Cheyenne went and told Molly, and Molly just went off on me. I think I just responded with okay, because I'm not an arguer. I'm not gonna argue with anyone. She just called me a lot of very horrible things, and just a whole lot of negative stuff, and I didn't really take it to heart until like maybe a day after, when it really set in. But at the time, I didn't realize what I did to Cheyenne. I did not realize that. So, pretty much, after that, they didn't really talk to me as much at all. But it came to a point where Vine was ending, and my squad was still a thing, and we needed to figure out what we were going to do. So, I'm probably skipping a lot, but, whatever. Maybe I'll recap in the comments if I'm... Not in the comments, in the description if I missed anything. But... Towards the end of Vine, we were like, okay, we probably need to make a YouTube channel or like a group thing so that people will know where to find us. So we started to discuss that, and things like that. And I was speaking to Cheyenne as if nothing went wrong, as if nothing happened. But Molly wasn't having it. Molly hates me to pieces. She really does. She does not like me at all whatsoever. After that, she probably would try to kill me in real life if I ever saw her, because she didn't really give me a chance. But I'll get to that. So pretty much we were discussing plans for the YouTube channel, like the UGE YouTube channel, and Molly was like, I can't be a part of this fake shit. And I was like, whoa, what the heck? And then she was like, she told me this. She said that I could take my squad UGE and shove it up my ass. And I was like, alright. She said that in the group chat that we were all in, and that's when everything kind of broke loose. After Molly said that, Cheyenne sent me a text, and I still have it. It's still on my GroupMe. She told me, actually, December 20th, 2016 at 3:55 a.m., she told me, hey, whenever you're awake, I need to talk to you. And I was like, alright. So, she told me, and I'm reading directly from the message. This was December 20th, 2016 at 6:45 p.m. She said, here it goes. We can't keep acting like what you did was okay. Because it wasn't. Now I can't change what happened. Truth is, I don't want to. You can kick me from the squad for this. I don't give a crap. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm feeling. I'm mad, I'm hurt. I didn't show this before because I'm not someone who likes to, all that much. I'm mad and hurt because, of you playing me like that. When you told me we could be friends and see what happened, you made it sound like you would come and tell me what your decision was, but you didn't. Instead, the very next day, which it was not the very next day. We were not dating. It was not the very next day. I want to clarify that. She said the very next day you had a new girlfriend, and maybe you had her even before that. I can't keep pretending like this is okay because it seriously isn't. Now, I am not a cheater. I was not cheating on Cheyenne, and after we was on the same page about the whole break thing, it was not the next day I had a girlfriend. It was maybe a week, which is still too early. I'll admit that now because I know that now, but at the time it was not the next day. I just want to make sure everyone knows that. And I pretty much told her, I said, hey, I understand what happened was wrong, even though I really didn't, but those were not my intentions, but no one would let me explain, because pretty much in the group chat, everyone was leaving like that. Pretty much when Molly left, I think it was Molly, then Cheyenne, and then this wee dolphin guy. He didn't like me because he thought that I acted like I was better for him, and then he called me fake, which I don't understand because I never really talked to him too much, so he didn't know me that well, but I don't know. That was just a pretty petty excuse to leave, but it was alright because everyone was leaving, and then he left, and then it was Jess, and then Ryan left, and then the people that were left were Colin, and then the rest of the UGE that weren't up or awake yet to see everything that had happened. But then Colin was like, damn dude, what do we do now? And then I was like, I guess we just have to rebuild, because towards the end we didn't really speak at all in the group chat, and then I was like, it didn't really matter, because we didn't talk at all in the group chat. And then Colin was like, oh dude, that's fucked up, and then he left as well. So, pretty much towards the end it was just me, the leader, all alone, because nothing lasts forever. I'm going to read a little bit of what I respond to with that. I said, so I wasn't lying about needing a break at that point there. There was a lot going on, including things with this other girl. Also, I wasn't with her while we were dating. I'm not a cheater, and I never will be, believe it or not. But anyways, this was going through my head at that time. I kept telling Cheyenne that I was what did I say? I think I was confused. I kept saying that I was confused when I realized that is not why. The reason why is because I wasn't used to a long-distance relationship. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into, and I didn't realize how hard it was going to be. I said I had never experienced a long-distance relationship before, and it was rough on me. You know, I'm used to interacting with my girlfriends, and at the time we weren't talking much. I was actually talking to Molly's friend Victoria, and she was saying that Molly told her that you guys were going through similar problems, and that's why you didn't talk to me, which was okay. I was all for it, but then this girl in my class was just sweet talking to me and shit, and I didn't know what the fuck to do, you know, because I really like you, but then I was like, it'll take me 2 years to see you. Then I just got super confused. Yeah, because Cheyanna lives in California. I was 14. There was like no way that I would have been able to go see her for years. And I don't think I was prepared for that. And I said I know I should have told you straight up that long distance was hard for me, and we probably could have worked something out, but I didn't because I was confused at the time. And I don't like to disturb you, so that's why I didn't say anything about it. So that's pretty much the extent of how that happened. That's how it all happened, pretty much. And now, as we speak, Cheyanna has blocked me on Instagram. She actually blocked me a long time ago, because last year she actually texted me. She said, "Hey," and I was like, "What's up?" She told me that she was over the whole thing and that she had forgiven me, and we were just talking as if we were friends. But then one day, she just stopped talking to me again, and I'm assuming that Molly persuaded her to somehow find more hatred for me, because Molly just does not like me at all, like at all whatsoever, and I don't think anything will ever change that, which is sad, because I like Molly, I like Cheyanna, I like my whole squad, and I just wish they would have given me a better chance. But even if I wasn't, you know, that wise about that situation back then, so I don't think it would have helped. But yes, I have nothing. I mean, I still, because Cheyanna, I have my main account, and then I have my edits account. She did not block me on my personal account, so I go and I watch her edits sometimes, and she doesn't really post much on her YouTube channel, so I don't watch anything there. But yeah, I haven't forgotten about Cheyanna. I don't think I ever will be able to, because she was very nice, and we had a lot of fun moments together. And plus, I'm still an editor, and I will never forget all of my squad, because they've all gone on. They're doing their own things now. I don't really talk to any of them as much anymore, now that I think about it. It's crazy what can happen over a year's time. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I don't speak to Molly or Cheyanna anymore, not by choice, but by the fact that they just don't want to talk to me anymore. I feel like if they came and talked to me now, their opinions would definitely be different about me, but I don't see that happening. So, this was a little story for today. I was supposed to be scheduled to do a 10 mega minutes, but I was just thinking about this the whole time, and I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna lay it out. So, the people that knew about the situation, and the people that were on my Vine, tell me what you think about it in the comments. Tell me how you, can you tell the difference in my maturity level from last year to this year, or something like that? I don't know. Tell me how you feel about the whole situation, because I wanna hear some other opinions about it. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I decided to show my perspective of it, make it a YouTube video so that everybody can know, because it was never told. I have plans for the future. I'm gonna make a few more videos, try to figure out what's entertaining enough, but until then, I guess that I will just see you all in the next video that I make. Thanks for watching.